This is your guide to standard form for large numbers. The first thing we're going to look at is changing numbers into standard form. Now, standard form needs two parts. The first part is a number between 1 and 9.9 recurring that represents the start of the number you're trying to change. In this case, the number at the start we are going to use here is 4. The second part is a number that's going to go along with 10 as a power. So in other words, how many times would I have to multiply 4 by 10 to make it into 4,000? A little cheat that you can use is how many numbers are there after the first 4. So there's 1, 2, 3. So it's a power of 3. Just to check, 10 to the power of 3 is 1,000. 4 times 1,000 is 4,000. For the second question, we need a number that represents the start of this that's somewhere between 1 and 9.9 recurring. So here we're going to use 5.3. Now, using our little cheat, we've then got times 10, and the power is how many numbers are there after the very first number. Or in other words, how many numbers are there if I were to put the decimal point in here. How many times would I need to move the decimal point? So there's 5 numbers after the first one, so it's a power of 5. For the next one, 6,280,000. I need a number between 1 and 9.9 recurring that represents the first part of this. So here we've got 6.28, always times 10, and the power here is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because there's 6 numbers after the very first one. The second part of standard form is changing numbers in standard form back to ordinary numbers. Now, using the idea that we used on the last set of questions, 8, that's going to be the first part of the number, and the power tells us how many numbers there are after the very first one. So here we're doing 8 times 10, 5 times, so there's going to be 5 zeros after the 8. 7.2 times 10 to the power of 3, so my number is going to have to start with 7 and 2. We just write the number again, but without the decimal. The power of 3 tells us how many numbers there are after the first one. So 7, 2, already got a number there. 0, 0, there's now 3 numbers there. You can check 7.2 times 10 is 72, times 10 again is 720, and times 10 a third time, 7,200. And for the last one, 4.19, so my number has to start 419, times 10 to the power 5, so that means there's going to be 5 numbers after the first one, so 5 numbers after the 4. There's 2 there already, so I need another 0, 0, 0 to make there be 5 numbers after the very first one.